Good morning and welcome to day 27 of the Earth Month Stitch Along with your hosts, me, Natalia. So, dog walk this morning yielded these results. I think they were once something together, something that was served a purpose. I have no idea. But can I tell you that I'm attracted to purple? I wear purple. I pick up purple trash. I love purple. There was a little bit of orange here as well today. I don't really know what this thing could be, but we're going to make it into an artwork. So, let's do it. Okay. So there's my substrate, the clear plastic, and here are the pieces that I have found. So I wonder what we can create from these today. I mean, these could be the moon, or they could be together. This I think I need to put on its side because otherwise it'll be too thick. I think it kind of is already too thick. Maybe I'll even put it to the side. This orange slice thingy. Oh, look, this makes actually a rather pretty flower, don't you think? It's a flower, and I have this little tidbit of a piece of a zip tie that could become a stem. So that could become a flower. What else could it be? Be a funny little walking thingy. I don't know. It's too bad I can't flatten this out. I wonder if I can, though. What if I cut it into pieces? It cuts quite easily. Maybe if I cut it into pieces, it can become something else that I can put flat. I think so. Look at that. All right, so if I do this, and these could be something to stand on, I suppose. I'm not sure. This could be a little, I don't know. Actually, it just makes a rather pretty abstract composition, just like this. Let's see. What if I put these down here? Oh, look. Just makes a strange yet fun abstract composition. Do I want this as part of it? No, I don't think I do. It's some kind of a tower. Okay. Let's see. I have this 6 strands of embroidery floss in sort of a blue purpley thing. So I'm going to put these aside, sort of how I plan them out, and start stitching bit by bit. So here's the first bit. I'm just going to, I wonder if I can I put my needle right through it? I can. All right, so I'm just stitching these on. I'm going for it, and I'm going to just stitch it on with a running stitch. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Wow, that little orange piece is very easy to stitch through. It's so soft. I was not expecting that. I was sure that I would need an awl to punch through it, but clearly I do not. So here we go. Okay, so here's the first piece down, and it helps that I have all 6 strands of this embroidery floss here, because otherwise I think just a couple of strands would not be strong enough. I am using a bit of force to push it through this plastic. So yeah, okay, I want to make sure I'm not curling anything up. Okay, and I want to make sure that I'm not going into my finger, because that would be bad. I've got a lot more sewing to do later today, and I don't want to sew through my finger. It is something I like to avoid, having lived through the experience before. Okay, so do I want to continue on to this? Yes, I think I do want to make this continuous line. So I'm going to take one more stitch through this orange bit, pull this all the way through, and now I'm quite sure that I cannot stitch through this harder plastic bit, so I'm not going to try. I am going to just couch it on because that is fairly easy to do. So I am just going to go like this and make sure it stays in there. So actually holding it upside down and like this is the easiest thing to do. There we go. Okay. I do have another little bit of this embroidery floss should I run out, but this is a pretty long strand, so perhaps it will last me the whole way. Okay, so that piece is here, and this piece needs to go here in my silly composition, which is sort of floral-like. So I think I will take a stitch here, and I will continue here. Yeah, I think I can do this. Okay, and let's see. Let's stitch it on like this. This should work. Just a little couching. And because it's such a odd moon shape, every stitch is a different length, so it's not going to slip out. It should be just fine staying there. Okay. So, and I love the blue with the purple. That is a lucky thread color combination for the pieces that I'm stitching down here today. Okay, so now I have this portion, and then I have this little squiggly bit here. So I think I'm going to, before I get to that, I'm going to just bring my thread back down here like this, so it's hiding behind these pieces, and then I'm going to poke it right through the middle here. And then here I will make a stem. Oops, maybe I'll tangle it first. Oh no, untangle. There we go. Okay, so now I have this little bit here, this little, so I think I'm going to just take a stitch right through here, like this. And actually, yes, I'm just going to take a couple of stitches right through the middle of this thing. Well, it's not perfect because I haven't marked it, and I didn't make any holes with an awl through here. But I think if I just kind of fake it, I think it's going to work. Okay, so there we go. I push that through. It becomes sort of like a stem. The thread becomes a stem. Okay, so now this is looking like an exotic flower to me. That's what happens when you pick up trash on a dog walk and just kind of go funky with it. So then I have this just one bit, and then I have this bit. So how am I going to stitch it on? I think I'm just going to do that. Yep, okay. So now I'm going to go with a running stitch through the middle of this little bit, and I want it to be going a little bit sideways because it's more fun that way. It doesn't all have to be symmetrical, perfectly symmetrical. So taking stitches right through this, surprisingly soft plastic, and Okay, one more stitch through here. Okay, so there. So I have this bit down, and this, okay, there we go. So now we have this, and now this is sort of like a cap. It's kind of funny looking like a cap. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I have to couch this on. So I'm going to go in this direction first, and whoops, this way, and then through here. And then I think I need to go back through the same hole that I made here. I don't want to make too many holes in the plastic because it can rip since it's just a single piece of plastic and not many layers. When you layer plastic several at a time and then you stitch it, it becomes quite sturdy, surprisingly sturdy. But here, this is just one piece of an old Ziploc bag. So while it is sturdy because it's a Ziploc bag, it's not as sturdy as something else. There we go. All right, there's my exotic flower for the day. And now I'm just going to tie off my thread right here. And I'll take 2 loops through here. There we go. All right. That should hold in place. And there's my exotic orange and purple flower for the day 27. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Keep sending me your photos. The gallery has been updated, and I'd love to update it again. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're almost done.